How do we heal from a suicide? It's one of the most interesting questions, I think. So many times we find ourselves thinking that suicide is just something that you hear about on the news, and it would never happen to somebody that I know. That's been the feeling of the majority of my school this past week as we deal with the loss of a young boy who committed suicide. This boy went to elementary school with a bunch of the girls in my class, and though they weren't friends with him, they weren't best buds who hung out on the weekends, the effect of his suicide has left such an imprint and had such an impact on so many people's lives, to even to the point where me, who is a complete stranger to this kid, that I was in tears because of everything that he's been through. And one thing that I'm known for around my school is the fact that I help people, I talk to them, I'm there for them if they need me. And now, in the wake of this suicide, multiple people have been coming to me asking if they could talk. They need somebody, they have questions, they don't understand why. Why would some kid kill himself? They don't get it. They knew him. He was the funny guy, he was the class clown, he was the lovable one that everybody knew and cared for. How could he not know that people cared for him? Then there were a lot of questions raised and a lot of things, and I felt that it is something that we don't know how to handle. This is the first experience where I've been so close to somebody who's committed suicide. Yes, I've heard about it on the news. Yes, I work to create awareness about suicide and work to prevent it in any way that I can. But when it hits so close to home, everything changes. And when I first walked in to class that day, the first thing I heard was, "Michelle, we need your help. A kid we know committed suicide." And I literally, time stopped. And I was like, I don't know this kid. I don't know his story. I don't know what he's been through. But I know that we lost a soldier that day. We lost a warrior who fought too hard in the battle against the internal blackness and darkness and mental demons and anguish that comes with mental illness, depression, bullying, anything that this kid could have been going through. And one thing that I was talking about with the girls I've been mentoring is the need to stay strong. And I kind of wrote it down, which I emailed it to one girl, so I have it, and I want to read it because it's just so impactful, the what it says. Because we have all these connotations of what staying strong means, and like, staying strong isn't, yeah, let me just read it. You'll hear it. Staying strong isn't about having your emotions all in check. Staying strong means knowing it's okay to cry. Staying strong means knowing that things are rough and that they're going to get tough for a while. Staying strong means acknowledging that bad things happen. But staying strong also means acknowledging the support and solidarity that can be found in suffering. Staying strong means knowing it's okay to reach out for help and to lean on each other. Staying strong means letting yourself be, to feel, to hurt, to learn, but most importantly, to grow. In cases of suicide, it so often happens that we look at them and we see the tragic cases and we wonder why? But what's so important is asking, what can we do? How can we make this situation better? How can we come together in solidarity, knowing that I will be there with you. I'll stand there for you. I will talk with you no matter what because you need me. One girl recently who I've been helping, her friend into treatment, she emailed me and she was like, I can't thank you enough. Like, you helped save my best friend. You're helping her get the support that she needs. Like, I cannot thank you enough for that. And then the one thing that she said is, why are you so caring? Why are you so caring? And I think that in today's world, it's so hard for people to understand that. To understand why somebody would literally drop everything to support another person, to help them. The girl who I'm referring to, she had 2 classes maybe with me freshman year of high school. Haven't seen her since. I passed her in the hallways, not aware of her. And yet, when she reached out for help, I was there because she needed me. It wasn't something like, oh, let me check off another name of somebody that I've helped. It was she needed me, and so I was there. That is what we're called to do. And I feel that in aftermaths of suicide, to know that we need to stay strong, that it's okay to cry, it's okay to be upset, it's okay to have questions, it's okay to wonder why bad things happen, why suicide happens, why things like depression and bullying and mental illness happen. It's perfectly fine to question. But what's also important to know is that solidarity, coming together and knowing that you're not alone, that others will be there for you, is so important. And so this message goes out to anyone who's watching this who maybe is suicidal. Talk to somebody. My experience this past week is we feel as though no one cares, and yet so many lives have been altered because of this one suicide. So many lives. There are so many people who care about you, who love you and support you. If you can't think of anybody, I'm here. And you might say, yes, I'm just a video that you see on YouTube, but I'm here. Look at the moon. We're on the same planet. We are both human beings who walk through each day, who see the sun, who see the stars, who see the moon. We both go to sleep at night, have dreams. I am out here. I'm out here and I care. And I'm always here if you guys need to talk. But know that it's okay to reach out for help. It's okay, I promise you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. To anyone out there who's dealing with the aftermath of a suicide and asking questions, not wondering like how to process, how to cope, just know that it's okay to take time, to process, to grieve, to question, but to grow, to take what you learn from the suicide and have it change you. Because what are we if we don't allow ourselves to be changed by this, by the sudden death of somebody who was close, an acquaintance, a stranger? We're all human beings. We're all brothers and sisters walking around on this earth, and we are all meant to make sure that everyone knows that they are cared for and loved and supported and nurtured. So to anyone out there who's struggling, I promise you, it's okay. I know it's really hard. I know that it's really hard to think straight and that everything inside of you is telling you to give up, that there's no hope, that no one would care if you died. But that's wrong. I care. And I know that there are many others out there who care as well. Stay strong. Take care of yourself. And just know that everything will be okay. Bye, guys.